Pray when you have nothing. Pray when you're going through the worst time of your life. Pray in when the waters come. Pray when you have something. Pray when you have everything that you want to pray for. Because praying simply doesn't mean that you're asking anything from Krishna, nor it's greed or selfishness to ask anything from him. For what it is for a kid to ask anything from his parent, it's same as that. Now, I genuinely want you to never have any guilt or negative feeling between you and Krishna, as he has never judged you, nor he will, because he simply isn't human. He's far above from all of this. He's the God who might not give you everything that you prayed for immediately, but he's the same God who has never sent you to the hell even after making thousands of mistakes. Now, you might say that God doesn't exist, but it doesn't change the fact that he do exist. He's here. He's everything, everywhere. Now, to better explain this, I want to take a part from the great Mahabharata, the thing that actually happened in the ancient India. Now, there was a great kingdom of Kuru, or the Hastinapur, you might call it. Okay, there was a game of gambling between two sides of the cousins, the Kauravas and the Pandavas. Now, the Kaurav's dad was actually the king, which makes sense why everyone in the family has to obey the orders from the king. Basically, everyone from the family has to be physically with the Kaurav's side because they cannot disobey the king. Even they can raise the voice, but they cannot disobey the king. But from the Pandava's side, there was only one person who's like his cousin, Sri Krishna. On the game day, the Kauravas said, from our side, our uncle is gonna play. Every time we have to roll the dice, our uncle is the one who's gonna roll it. The Pandavas like, why? Kauravas like, why not? The Pandavas like, okay, makes sense. But interestingly for the Pandavas, they never told Sri Krishna about the game, and they even prayed that Sri Krishna never get to know that he even played this game because they were ashamed of the fact what Sri Krishna is going to think about them, that they are playing the gambling. Okay, it's so shameful. Okay, for a prince or everything like that. Okay, as Sri Krishna doesn't even know about it, he was back in his kingdom doing all of the military work and everything like that. As another plot twist, the uncle from the Kaurav side had the dices made from the ashes of his late father, and because of that, whatever the number he chose is going to be rolled up to that. The entire family was there to witness the game. Pandavas were playing fairly, and because of that, they kept losing again and again and again. They lost the money, they lost the people of the kingdom, they lost the kingdom, they lost the military, they lost the respect. There was a point in the game that they have to put themselves, their brother, to continue the game. And guess what? Because the Kauravas were cheating, they end up losing themselves. And from there was a prince to end up being the slave of the Kauravas, their own brothers. Okay. Now there was a point in the game that they have to continue, but there is nothing to put on the game. So guess what? They decided to put their wife Draupadi on the stake of the game to just continue the game. Imagine how disrespectful or freaking frustrating it is to put your wife on the game that you've already lost. It doesn't make any sense, okay? Now, apparently, they lost her too. For the eldest brother from the Kauravas ordered his younger brother to go ahead and take that slave here because she's no longer the princess of the kingdom. He grabbed her hair and took her in the court of the king. And the eldest brother from the Kauravas had some proselytizers with Draupadi in the past. And because of that, he decided, okay, go ahead and do the Vastraharan, basically just unclothe her in front of everyone, in front of elders, people, everyone. Yeah. Guess what? She literally begged everyone, the gurus, the people, the grandparents, okay, the king, everyone. She begged everyone to not let this happen. But guess what? Because the king was biased for his children's, he just never said anything. And because the king just let it happen, people can raise their voices, but it cannot put into the action. And because of that, the thing continued. The younger brother from the Kauravas tried to take her clothes out. As there was nothing to do, she started to pray to Krishna, and Krishna immediately came spiritually there, and he sent the unlimited supply of clothes as he just keep grabbing her sari, but there was no end to it. Now, when Krishna got to know that they were playing gambling, he came runningly into the kingdom, and he was like, I already knew that it's going to happen. I already knew that you are about to play gambling. But even though I wanted to help you guys, you just never asked me for the help. And there is a rule from the Krishna is that even though he wants to help you out, without you asking, he's never gonna disturb you in whatever you're doing. And that's the most important lesson here is that you need to ask Krishna to help you out in the hard time, guide you in the journey that you are in, to protect you from the people who genuinely never want to see you win. Now, I can sit here and try to convince you for hours that Sri Krishna exists, you need to pray him and everything like that. But I genuinely want you to sit down and look at your own life. Look at all the things that you have gone through, all the friendship and relationship that has fell apart, all the plans that you have made has gone against you, everything that has went wrong for you, everything happened in your life for a reason. Okay. And when you would know that from exactly where Krishna help you out, you would never doubt his timing ever again. Because he has seen the things that you won't, he has listened to the conversation you cannot, and he knows the thing that you cannot. Okay, now at the moment, you might not feel that Krishna is helping you out or anything like that, but in reality, he's still doing the things. He's still doing the things that are the best for you. I have personally forgot to pray many times, but he has never forgot to help me out. He has never forgot to protect me. Now, at the moment, you might think that, okay, why it's happening and everything like that, but you cannot connect the dot while looking forward. You can only connect dot while looking backward. And this is why I said you to look at your life, look at what happened, and you will come to conclusion that Krishna has actually helped you in many shape and form. And which is why it's so important to keep praying, because unless you never ask, he physically or spiritually cannot help you in any ways. Keep praying even when the waters come, because you might not know what's coming next. Be grateful when you got everything that you once prayed for, because it's inevitable. If you keep working just as everything depends on you, and if you keep praying just as everything depends on him, you will inevitably get the thing that you once prayed for. So yeah, that's a lesson that I want to share with you guys. And yeah, that's for today. Talk soon.